Welcome to drinktec 2025 and welcome to Krones. Let's talk about returnable solutions. No longer some trend or nice to have, but definitely a must have and a basic requirement for our industry. And while this is great for our planet and absolutely necessary for our future, it also presents us with some pretty tough challenges. So let's see if and how Krones can help you overcome those challenges and make returnable solutions not only environmental friendly, but also efficient and profitable. My expert in this field is Krones Product Manager for Line Solutions. Please give him a warm welcome, Kaiser. It's great to have you here. So you promised me during the next couple of minutes we will learn everything about returnable solutions.
Quite ambitious, I would say. Not everything, but a big part of it. And by the way, I have brought something with me for
in case it takes longer.
In case it takes longer, yes.
I'll take these.
And it's also something special with it because this is filled with our revolutionary filling system.
Oh, there's more.
More on that later.
Thank you so much. Do I have a reputation here? Or what? Amazing. Thank you. Okay, you can take all the time you want. Awesome. Let's see. So, when we talk about returnable solutions, the first thing that comes up to my mind is glass. Is that correct?
Yes, we talk about glass, but we also talk about returnable PET, and many of the solutions work also for one way, of course. So let's go into the topic. I mean, returnable is a very sustainable solution. I mean, there is no doubt on that. But there are some challenges, I mean, especially when it comes to production cost, right? And therefore, we have made our goal that we want to reach 30% reduction of energy and media, about 40% line footprint reduction, and that is the key, 30% longer life, more loops for the bottle.
You're quite ambitious, aren't you? Okay. Is it possible to reach all the goals?
Yes, I can say, state clear, yes, we have reached them, and we also have the solutions for them.
All right, let's have a closer look.
Well, starting with sustainability, well, with such a line in average, you can save around about 2,000 tons CO2 and 77,000 hectoliter water a year.
Sounds impressive, right? Can anybody imagine what that number means? I can't. So, can you put this into perspective?
Yeah, that's about, let me calculate, 25 trucks running 24/7 whole year round and 3 Olympic swimming pools.
Wow, it is impressive. Okay, good. Great savings for our environment, that's for sure. What about money in the pocket, return on investment?
Yes, return of investment, of course, and it comes back very fast. Just a number, 500,000 euro a year is possible to save with such a solution.
And how much saving come from the bottle itself?
50% come from the bottle. And here we are, jumping right into that topic. First of all, we had to learn about why are bottles getting damaged, why they're getting scuffed, why they are breaking. So we did 2 years researchment in the field and in the laboratory. Yes.
2 years?
Yes.
You really take things seriously, obviously. So what conclusions have you drawn in these 2 years?
Yeah, conclusion is that a big part of that comes from the chemical stress in the bottle washing machine. And how is that? That is due to the fact that the bottle is traveling through a hot caustic bath for a very long time. And here the caustic breaks up the upper surface from the glass, and when later on it comes in contact on conveyors, bottle to bottle with metal, then the bottle gets scuffed. And in addition, yeah, you have the hits in the bottle washing machine, and the stability is decreasing due to this.
So in a nutshell, that means thanks to your technology, the bottles look better for longer?
They look better for longer, and you can use them longer if you want.
Okay, so how did you achieve that?
Yes, that's why we developed a new bottle washing process. So really a revolution in bottle washing. And just coming to the point, what we could achieve in saving, it's about 20% less water, 35% less thermal energy, 50% less bottle stress, 40% less process time, and last but not least, 35% CO2 footprint reduction.
Okay, that really must be some pretty advanced technology doing its magic here, I assume. Tell us all about it.
Yes, I mean, how it works in principle, like I said, it's a completely new process. So it means we have made a new first model where we use ultrasonic for weakening up the dirt in the label. Then we have a new main treatment zone where we increased the flow. And we have a post-treatment zone where we work with high-pressure jetting up to 4 bar. In all the way, the bottle is carried by the neck, so it's not falling around in the machine anymore.
It is really brand new technology, right? Okay, have you already tried it out there in the wild?
Yes, of course, we have. We are testing since last year in the field, and can say the results are quite impressive. And we are not only testing the machine, we are also testing different bottles, different soilings, so yeah.
Amazing, but this is the washing process we now talked about, but I believe there's also some mechanical stress in other parts of the line, so what's your take on that?
Yeah, that's the other part. If you have a look here, you see a complete line, so bottle washing, but we also have new block technologies, avoid bottle conveying, new infeed sections without stress, without noise, new mass conveyor control, and new infeed sections for packers and for a bottle washer.
All right, so I wonder how many additional lives we could give to a bottle. Do you have numbers there?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, 30%, a few years longer, or in money, up to 250,000 euro less new glass feet a year.
Now we're talking. Okay, makes me wonder what they have experienced already. If bottles could talk, right? Or maybe better not. Okay. So this reminds me of the revolutionary beer filling technology you promised in the beginning. Is it the right time to ask you for it?
Yes, you're talking about our Dynafill.
Exactly.
That's the beer filler, which works on the smallest footprint, on the highest speed, on the highest temperature of filling for beer, and very hygienic due to the fact that we are filling and capping in one unit.
And I have to say, Dynafill I knew already from the previous drinktec when you introduced it to me, and it was love at first sight. Who has seen it in action, by the way? Amazing, right? Too fast for your eyes. But okay, that was back then, but it's still a revolution in the market?
I mean, it's I would say yes, it's a revolutionary system, so it takes time to really get that into the field.
And what's the current status?
The current status is that we have 5 machines running. All those bottles from different companies are filled with that Dynafill.
Wow.
So, yeah.
A win-win situation, Dynafill machine. How much can it save me per year in numbers?
It's about 2.5 million kilowatt hours a year.
You know my lack of imagination, in other words. That
yeah, that's a small village a year.
Wow, okay, now we're talking. Awesome, okay. So, is this possible for beer only?
Yes, it's possible for beer, as I said, and of course
for all kinds of beverages.
Now we are on the wrong slide now.
Oh, just go back. I'm just curious. Sorry, I'm losing myself here in Dynafill.
Okay, now I want to point out on the Dynafill that this warm filling aspect, right? Taking out the cold from the beer, using the energy somewhere else in the plant, and that can we also offer for standard fillers, but they are limited. But for the Dynafill, we can go up to 31 degrees Celsius, and here we save those 2.5 million kilowatt hours a year, right?
Okay.
And yeah, and it's about 500 CO2 equivalent a year you can save with that technology.
Okay, pretty impressive. And you mentioned already it's not only for beer, it's also for other types of beverages available. Okay, the entire idea sounds a bit familiar to me, but let's get to that in a second. Okay. When Hammer Krones first introduced this technology, but that is another step already, right?
That is another point.
Okay.
At first, I want to come to our to the next step, because now we have the ambition, of course, to work worldwide for beer, at least without tunnel pasteurization. And for that, we are developing a new isolator glass filler to avoid manual cleaning as much as possible. And with that, we save a lot of space, and another saving in terms of energy. And that machine, it works for different beverages. It will work for beer, of course, but also CSD sensitive ones, and alcohol-free beers, and for beer mix. That is our ambition here.
Okay, how exactly does it work? Can you give us a quick glimpse about the technology?
No, this is still secret. We are still developing on that.
Oh, I don't want to tell. It just remains between us.
Yeah.
Switch off the cameras.
So now I want to come to our next point. because to reach our goals, especially on space, and to avoid the stress on the conveyors, we are focusing more into block solutions. And that is what you see here, is a block between a new block technology between filler and leveler with new block technology, new infeeds without pressure, without noise, and new blocking with this absolutely changeover free. I think that is really a big step forward.
But that actually does sound familiar, right?
Yes, that was...
Hermann Kronzeder, the founder of Krones, had a similar idea, is that correct? Or
yes,
that very idea?
Yes, this was the idea of Hermann Kronzeder, the founder of Krones ID, and we're still selling these blocks, right? But not for beer anymore.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, the beer block's still running. I think there are a few still left in the industry, and I would say successfully, but there are some challenges. And with that machine, with that new technology, I think we can tackle those.
Awesome. Okay, tick in a box. What about packaging? Can we also quickly talk about that?
Yeah. Packaging, also the dry part. We have worked on a new machine, which we developed, the Smart Pack Next. This will be our new platform for packers. It comes with completely new kinematic, so very fast in speed, very compact, reliable, easier to operate as the older machine, and a very flexible solution.
What does flexible mean in this context?
Flexible in different versions, different sizes, T and H version, also with continuous motion infeed or flexibility in case of autonomous changeover. We have different solutions for multi-packing and also multiple tables for selective decrating here.
Is it possible that I have seen that very machine here at drinktec? Did you take it with you?
That's right. It's right over there. It goes to the brewery Meisel in northern Bavaria.
Congratulations, Meisel, to your wonderful new machine. Okay, amazing. Oh, another goal you mentioned earlier, that was space.
Yes.
Your take on footprints here.
Yes, it's what you can see here on the left side. This is your conventional 50,000 bottle an hour beer line with a tunnel pasteurizer, and on the right side, I think it's easy to see the savings with the new technology.
Okay, how much space do we save here?
Yeah, in this example, we talk about 1,000 square meter, which means 4 tennis courts saving.
Thank you for the translation. Okay, if I got you right, some components are already available, some are still in development, some are even still top secret. So, how long will I have to wait until I can buy such a line? Because, you know, patience is not exactly my strength. Will I have to wait until the last piece of the puzzle is ready, or can I start modular?
Yeah, you don't have to wait, Desiree. Some of the solutions are available now, others are still in development. So if you're interested, just let us know, and then we see what we can do.
This is actually a good opportunity, wouldn't you say, a trade fair? They are here, you are here. Is this a perfect moment to exchange ideas, and are you open to feedback?
Yes, of course, and I would say we are not only open for feedback because we are not developing for our customers, we are developing with our customers. But now I think, Desiree, your beer is getting warm soon. Okay,
you know what? You mix and mingle, exchange ideas. Who knows? Maybe the next groundbreaking idea will be born right here. So, thank you so much, Alex. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. He's yours, and they're all mine. Okay? Thank you so much.